Welcome to our 7th video in the Python for Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning series. Today we are going to explore Python dictionaries, which is one of the most versatile and powerful data structure in Python. Dictionaries are essential for many data processing tasks. You will find them indispensable as you progress in your artificial intelligence and machine learning journey. They allow us to store and retrieve data using meaningful keys rather than numerical indexes that we saw in our previous data sets like in list, tuples, and sets. Over here, instead of you getting the value of an object by using the indices, you can directly use the keys by using which you can get the value, which is easy to understand and very quick too. That makes the code more readable and efficient. If you are excited to learn dictionary today, go ahead and comment dictionary mode on so I know that who is there with me learning dictionaries today. So let's start by understanding what are dictionaries. So dictionaries in Python store values as key value pair, just like our real world dictionary. Suppose if I have to understand a meaning of a word, suppose if I want to understand the meaning of word machine learning. So if I open a dictionary, on the left hand side, there would be a word machine learning, and on the right hand side, there will be a meaning of what exactly of that word is. So this is consider that this as a key value pair. The same way, you will have a name and you will have a value for that specific name. That is the association between both of them. So keys must be unique and immutable. What we mean by that is, the keys. So we have two parts. The first part is keys, and the second part is the values. So the keys that we have, it has to have immutable data types, like we have strings, numbers, tuples as keys. So as keys are immutable, you cannot keep it put a list inside the key value. Okay, now values are mutable, so in that you can put number, string, list, or even dictionaries itself. So that is the flexibility of making dictionary ideal for representing structured data like JSON, configuration files, or feature sets in machine learning. So let's go ahead and see how dictionaries can be created in various ways. So over here, I have given 5 examples by using which you can understand how dictionaries can be created. The first one is how you can create an empty dictionary. One way, by using the curly braces, you can create the dictionaries. And the second way is by using dict constructor with a key argument, which is useful when your keys are valid Python identifiers. So now we understood how we can create empty dictionaries and with curly braces and with dict constructor. Now, when you have to define values inside that as key value pairs, how you do that? On the left side, there is the key. On the right side, there is the value. It can be a combination of string and integer, string or float, vice versa, whatever is allowed. So for example, as I said, in key, you cannot declare list. So you cannot put a list inside the key name. Okay, but other data types which are supported, you can use them. So this is how you create your key value pair inside a dictionary. The same way you can use it, define this key value pairs in curly braces. Now, when you go to the dictionary constructor, that is dict constructor, over there the pattern is different. So over here in curly braces, it is with colon, but over here it is with is equal to, where you give the name of the key and what is the value of the key. So the format of defining both of them is different. You have to take care of that. Now, let me take you to the screen and show how exactly a dictionary can be created. So as I said, we can create with curly braces, then dict keyword. If I go ahead and run this, it is going to create our empty dictionaries. Now, initial values. So right now I am going to assign 2 initial values to it, the same values by using curly braces, and you will see the key value pair has been stored as part of the dictionary, that is student1. Now the same way we will do it for dict constructor, and you will see it has been stored. Now over here, what I'm going to do now is I am going to so we are going to next level where we are modifying, where we are adding a list inside a not a list inside it, not a list, it is a tuple inside a list, and we are passing that list to a dictionary constructor. So what exactly over here you can see is this square bracket, brackets parenthesis says that this is a tuple. Now inside this tuple we have a key value pair, and outside this tuple you have a list. So you have a list of 2 tuples. So when you're going to give that to a dictionary, what it is going to do is it is going to convert them. The dict constructor is going to go ahead and convert them into a dictionary, as you can see over here. Now if you see, this tuples has been converted to key value pairs in dictionary, but it is not stored as a tuple. It has been stored as a dictionary over here. Now you can also use dictionary comprehensions when you have to store multiple values. So for example, over here we are running a for loop where we are saving the values, key value pairs, which starts from a 0 till the range of 5. Let me go ahead and run this, then I will show you how it works. So what's happening that for the value of 0, it starts with the index. For the value of 0, it says 0 square. So 0 square is 0. 1 for the value of 1, 1 square. For 2, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16. So this is how you can use dictionary comprehensions, and you can define your dictionaries, or you can populate the key value pairs inside your dictionary. That would be the right word. Now let's go ahead and see what are the various ways by using which you can actually access the dictionary key value pairs that you have added. So over here you can do that by using square brackets, where you say that this is the key name, and it is going to go ahead and give you the value of that specific key that you have mentioned in the square brackets. The other way is you can go ahead and use get method. This get method, what is the difference of using both of them? I will show you in a minute. Let me directly take you to our coding console. So there is a difference over here. So if I go ahead and run this, so now the dictionary has been created with 3 different key value pairs. Okay. Now, when I'm going to go ahead and run this, what I'm saying is print name from my dictionary that I have created, that is my dict. So if I go ahead and run this, it should give me the value of the name, and the value for name is Alice. It has given. Now, if I do the get method over here, you will see that it is doing the same thing that the square brackets are doing. Then what is the difference? The difference over here is when you are using a square brackets and the value is not found, it is going to give you a key error. For example, right now in our key value pair, there is no key with name city. I will go ahead and update this with city, and as it is not able to find, it is going to give you a key error. But when you are going to go ahead and do that by using get, it is not going to give you an error. So over here, what you can do is you can find an element, and where you can explicitly mention that if that specific key is not found, you can go ahead and give this message to me. Or so right now city is not available. If I run this, it will say not found. So that is the default value that I have given over here. If this does not exist, this is one way. Another way is, even if I remove this, okay, now I have removed this and I run it, still it is giving a none object instead of giving a key error. So that is the difference of using get method. Both does the same work of getting the value, but in a different way. Now, next is accessing. Suppose if we have created a dictionary. So over here we have created a dictionary which holds 3 keys. Now I want the list of all the keys available in my dictionary. So in that case, I can go ahead and I can use the keys method, by using which it is going to go ahead and give me the name, all the keys which are present. The same way you can, if you have to access the values, you can use the values method over here, where when I run this, it is just going to get the values. So over here, if you see Alice, 30 and Canada, these are the 3 values which are inside our dictionary. Now going ahead, and let's see what's the last one, when you have to get both of them together. So whatever key value pair is present inside your dictionary, to get all of them, you have to use the items method, by using which what it will do is it will get you all of them. And when whatever it is returning, this is returning as a iterable list which can be iterated by using a for loop. I will explain you that. This is in the advanced part at the end of this video. I will go through that very quickly. Now, we have covered how we can access the elements in multiple ways, by using brackets, by using the methods. Now let's see what's next. Now, if we have created a dictionary and if we have to modify that dictionary, how we can do it? So let me explain it to you one by one. Okay, first I will initialize my dictionary. So now our dictionary is having two key value pairs, that is name and age. Now first, if I want to add a new key value pair, what I can do is I can use the brackets along with the value. So this is how I can define. So I want to add a new key value pair. So for that I have said country is equal to Canada. So in this case, it is going to modify my dictionary and add this as part of my dictionary. So now you can see the third key value pair has been added. Next, update a value. So updating a value of an existing key value pair, again you use the bracket the same way. So what you are going to do over here is you are going to say the same way that age is equal to 31. So what actually this square bracket does when you mention a key value pair over here is, I will tell you, it first checks whether the key pair exists or not. If it exists, it is going to modify it. If it does not exist, then it is going to go ahead and create it. Crystal clear. So now I will go ahead and run this. So you can see it has modified the value from 30 to 31. Now let's see what's next. Suppose you have to update another directory inside our existing directory. How you can do that? So for doing that, what you can do is you can go ahead and okay. So the update one, just a minute, maybe I have. So I am going to cover that. Okay, it is going to be covered in the method. So we will talk about that later. So let's move the next. Suppose if we have to delete a key value pair, how we can do that by using a delete statement. So by using a delete statement, you say that delete my dictionary and you give the key name. Once you give that, it will automatically remove the key value pair from your dictionary. So let me go ahead and run it and you can see it has removed this key value pair from our dictionary. Now, if you want to clear all the key value pair items from your dictionary, how you can do that? You can use a clear method by using which it will go ahead and clear and you will be left with an empty list. Now it's time for us to go ahead and explore dictionary methods. That is the inbuilt methods that Python offers us. So beyond the basic methods, like we saw keys, values, and items, which returns the keys, values, and items from the existing list, which are actually essential for iterating over the dictionary content. We can also see a copy method, which can go ahead and create a shallow copy of the dictionary that we can go ahead and modify. So usually in AI workflows, these methods are frequently used for pre-processing features, transforming data, and building custom data pipelines. So let's go ahead and explore them one by one. So previously we have already explored that when you go ahead and give keys, it will give the list of keys, values, it will give the list of all the values, items, it will give the list of all the key value pairs. This we have already seen, as well as we have seen get key. In this, what it is going to do is it is going to allow you to return a default value also if that specific key does not exist. So let's go ahead and see it from the methods perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and run it once again. So this is our key and this is the first method, keys. It gives us the keys that we already saw, and second method gives us the values that we have already saw. Third one is items. It returns us the list of items. And the fourth one is get, which returns us the value if it is found. If not, we can give a default message. And if we don't give a default message, then it will go ahead and give us a none object. So if in this one, I will just go ahead and remove this, and you will see it is returning a none object. Now we will move to some new methods that we have not explored previously. The first one is going to be pop. So what pop does is it removes the key and returns the value. So when we are going to define the pop method, what we say, pop the key name and the default value. What does this mean? That pop age. So it says that go ahead and find the age key inside my dictionary. If it exists, well and good. If it does not exist, key not found error should be provided as a default message. There should not be any key error. So this is good for error handling. Now coming to the pop functionality, when it gets age inside our dictionary, what it is going to do is it is going to remove that. It is going to delete that from our dictionary, and it is going to return a value of that deleted key that we have. So over here, the age right now you will see that is 30. So it is going to return that 30, and it is going to remove that 2 from our dictionary. This is how pop works. Now pop item, this is something interesting that you would like. So it removes and returns the last key value pair. So in our key value pair, whatever item that we have added at the last, that is whatever key value pair that we have added, it is going to go ahead and remove that by default. So when I'm going to run this, what is our last item? City is Toronto. It should go ahead and remove it, as well as it returns also the key value pair which has been removed in pop item. Now let's see update method. We didn't saw the update method previously. When you want to add a key value pair to an existing dictionary, what you can going to do, you can go ahead and do is you can use the update method, or if you want to merge another dictionary inside our dictionary, in that case also you can go ahead and use this. So over here you can see right now we are just having name Alice. This is the key value pair which is there in our dictionary, but when I am going to run this, it is going to add this. Okay, so let me go ahead and run. So see, this has updated our dictionary, so it has merged both the dictionaries inside one dictionary. But the beauty of this update function is right now country Canada was not existing. It went ahead and updated that, right? But if it is existing, what it will do is, instead of Canada, if I am giving the new value as India, it is going to go ahead and update. So update function first sees if the key value pair is present or not. If not, it is going to go ahead and add that. If it is present, it is going to modify that. That's the beauty of update method. Now copy. What does copy does is, it is going to go ahead and make a copy of your object and save it on a new location and point to a new memory location inside your memory. So that is how copy works. It returns a shallow copy of your dictionary. So what's next? So now we will go to the more advanced part where we are going to talk about iteration. So now we saw how we can get the return values, but when we went ahead and we ran items, you might have seen that we got, where is items? This is keys, values, items. See, this is actually a iterable object that I will show you very soon. Now, iterating through dictionaries is actually essential in data pre-processing task. So by default, for loop over a dictionary iterates through its keys. So when you're going to use a for loop, by default, it will consider by iterating from the key itself. But if you want to iterate that from the value perspective, you can do that too. For that, you can use our previous method, that is values. So when you say for key in my dictionary dot values, it is going to iterate based on the values. So let's go ahead and see one by one how it can be iterated in different ways. So as I said, by default, it is through keys. But if you have to explicitly mention, then also we have an existing method that you can use where it will iterate based on the keys only. Now, when you have to loop through the values, at that time you have to mention the values method. So it is going to loop through the values that we have. So right now in our dictionary, we have these two keys and these two values that was printed over here. Now, if you have to iterate through the key value pairs of your dictionary, in that case, you can use items method that helps you to do that. So over here, it has iterated and printed both the key value pair in our dictionary. Now, nested dictionary. So this is the more advanced part. What exactly nested dictionaries are? So nested dictionaries are that which contains other dictionaries as values. As I said you that values can actually hold mutable and immutable. So values are immutable. So you can add objects like dictionary as well as list also. So it is mutable, that's why. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a dictionary which is having one more dictionary inside that, which is known as a nested dictionary. Let me show you a glimpse of how exactly it's look. So this is our dictionary named student. Now inside the student dictionary, you will see I have declared one more dictionary, that is grades, which is known as nested dictionary within a dictionary. Now, it is actually useful for representing hierarchical or structured data and you can actually access the dictionary within a dictionary by using square brackets. So let me show you. Now, what I have to do is I have to go ahead and know what is the science grades that the student has got. So for that, I cannot go ahead and say students and science. It has to go in levels. So this is the first level. So what I will say, student. Student is my first level. That is a dictionary name. Sorry, it is not the first level. This is my dictionary name. Then I will start it level by level. My first level is grades. Inside grades, it is science. Then it is going to go ahead and give me the value of this. So if inside grades there would have been one more dictionary, then you have to follow the same pattern where you will give the square brackets and you will follow it one after the another. Now, if you have to modify your subject, which is in grades, that is inside the dictionary, within the dictionary, what you can do is you can go ahead and use the same bracket strategy over here. Over here, what I'm saying is right now I'm adding a new subject. So till now we have three subjects: maths, science, and history, and I want to add English to it. So what I have done, I have used my name of my dictionary. Inside that, I say go inside grades, and inside grades, go ahead and create this key value pair. If you remember, if I take it to the top, while we were creating the dictionary, this is one of the method of creating the dictionary by using the sorry, this is one of the method for creating a key value pair by using the brackets that you will see over here. See, the same using the square brackets. So we have gone ahead and created our object by using the square brackets. So let me go ahead and run this. So it's running. Okay. So over here, maybe I will just go ahead and add one more. Instead of type, it will be okay. So you can see English key value pair has been added successfully. Now we know how we can go ahead and modify a list within a list in a nested list. Then we will go ahead and see how we can iterate through a dictionary within a dictionary. Sorry, previously I said list within a list, my bad. So we are going to iterate through dictionary inside a dictionary. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a for loop. What this for loop is going to do is it is going to iterate through the dictionary items which has been returned by student grades dot item. So over here I have printed student grade dot item. So it is going to return a dictionary items, all the dictionary items. Once this items is returned, what for loop is going to do is it is going to go iterate inside that item one by one from 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, from 0 to 3, and it is going to print the value. So if I run this, what this for loop did is first this ran, it gave all the items, okay, list of all the items. Then for loop started going through that list one by one. First it picked the subject and the score. Two variables were created. Then these two variables got values one by one. First the value was provided as maths, then the value was provided as 92 as the score. So this got stored inside this variable, and then we went ahead and printed the value of the variables. The same way, second time in the second iteration, it used the second value at the index number 1 and it printed this. So this is how you can go ahead and iterate in for a dictionary within a dictionary. And if you have one more level inside it, the same way you can use brackets over here. So suppose in grades, if we have one more dictionary, we have to put a square bracket, mention that it will return the entire object. Then for loop will iterate through that object one by one based on the indexes, and you can print it, you can iterate it, or you can add your logic for that. So now the next important part is Python official documentation that you should refer. So this is the official documentation. So you can find the details of dictionaries, how this works, and a few examples over here inside this, as well as you can also look at the mapping types, that what kind of mapping can be done as part of the dictionary, what is allowed, what not is allowed. And I also try to explain some looping techniques, that is nested loops. Okay. So That's it for this video, guys. Thank you everyone for your time and participation. I encourage you to experiment with the concept we discussed today. If you have any questions or thought, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. What is your query which has been resolved? And if you have a query which has not been resolved, I will try to answer them. And remember, programming skills improve with practice. So try to apply these concepts in different contexts to solidify your understanding. Join our WhatsApp community, subscribe to our artificial intelligence and machine learning YouTube channel, and sign up for the newsletters, because very soon I would be releasing blogs for all the concepts that we are covering, as well as few examples too. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care and bye for now.